No single land alone the summons claimed, but all were called to penitential fire. The lost, the cold, the souls by doubt inflamed, were named alike within that high desire. For Russia, bound beneath a creed austere, and all who walked as though the heavens were dim. Unite, repent, and pray, rang calm yet clear, a plea that drew all wandering hearts to him. A week had passed when heaven wider grew, no longer veiled in one resplendent form. The gates seemed open to a boundless view, where mortal sight beheld the sacred norm. They spoke of Father throned in distant light, of Son, the Lamb, in glory undefiled, and Spirit, like a dove in radiant flight. Thus heaven's vast triune was shown the child. No priest was seen, yet heaven's right drew near. An angel stood with chalice softly bright, in silence deep, untouched by earthly sphere. He gave what burned with uncreated light. The children felt within a sacred flame, a love that trembled, vast yet undefined. And whispers spread that this and Fatima were the same, in hidden bond of grace to humankind. Yet voices rose that sought a different frame, not fire divine, but mind's aspiring art. They spoke of pride that cloaked itself in flame, of youthful vision shaped by inward heart. No trance, they claimed, nor ecstasy of grace, but self-exalt in fragile mortal guise. Thus doubt stood forth and met the fervent face, and weighed the heavens through discerning eyes. The shepherd now was banished from the height, forbidden ground where once his care had trod. Though still within he held the hidden light, he walked apart, yet inward turned to God. The flock beheld, and sorrow filled their cry, as though a trial had fallen from above. Some named it wrong, some whispered silently, a test of faith where persecutions move. They marked the earth where once the vision burned, and hollowed ground as if for hidden seed. A stone was laid where silent hearts had turned, as sign of grace in humble, mortal deed. And here, they said, shall streams unseen arise, where mercy flows beyond what eyes can see. Thus from the depth where death itself might lie, was promised life in sacred mystery. Upon their knees, they traced the stony ground, in penitence that marked both flesh and soul. Each step a prayer, in silent anguish bound, as blood bore witness to a higher toll. The children knelt where suffering took its form, their wounds like seals of fervor deeply sworn. Thus pain became a path through trial and storm, where grace and sorrow in one breath were born. And lo, the wounds that marked the flesh with pain were found as healed upon the morrow's light. No scar remained where once had flowed the stain, as though the night had veiled them from all sight. Thus whispered hope where sorrow once had bled, a sign, they claimed, of mercy swift and near. Yet others weighed each tale with cautious tread, and sought for proof beyond the faithful ear. In spring's soft light, when tender souls drew near, 200 more in innocence were led. They stretched their hands as though the veil were clear, and touched what mortal sight had never read. Some felt the hand, some garment's sacred hem, some crown that gleamed in silence, still and bright. Thus many bore the same deep sign in them, a fleeting sense of heaven's hidden light. At twilight's edge above the silent trees, a child appeared in light serene yet grave. His blessing moved upon the evening breeze, yet words of warning through the stillness gave. Pray on, he spoke, for peril draweth near. Not one alone, but all shall feel its breath. Thus trembled hearts in mingled hope and fear, foreseeing shadows cast by coming death. If you want to continue watching the story, click on part 4, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.